HBO Euphoria rose to popularity in summer of 2019. It is a teen drama about a group of fictional high schoolers who go through a lot of different struggles that some high schoolers go through in their life, such as personal identity, relationships, mental health, and more. Today, though, I'm going to be talking about a specific character, Cassie Howard. Is she a villain or a victim? We are going to be talking about her backstory a bit and just a little bit about her and how, as much as, she's done a bunch of messed up things.
And no, I don't think that she should be forgiven for sleeping with her best friend's ex-boyfriend / abuser.
I think that people need to understand why she does these things.
Cassie's parents' marriage struggled, and Cassie saw all of this growing up. Her dad got into an accident, and as for many people who get into those kinds of accidents when they're prescribed prescription pills, they get addicted to the prescription pills. Her mom's also an alcoholic, and her dad ended up leaving her mom, and her sister. For Cassie, this affects her to the point where she's constantly seeking male validation. That is because she's, in her way, seeking for her dad's attention.
Not harder than my life or Lexi's life.
It's different.
Right. Her dad died and ours just stopped calling.
She spent most of her life waiting for her dad to show her any kind of affection, which highly manifests in her relationships. In season 1, Cassie is a victim of sexual correlation and revenge porn. She enters relationships with guys who use her for sex tapes and nudes, and she always gets victim blamed. Whenever she breaks up with the guy, they post them online. In season 1, Cassie's ex-boyfriend McKay forces Cassie to get an abortion. And that's kind of how season 1 ends, her going through heartbreak and struggling with the loss. Season 2 starts, and you see Cassie, and she seems like she's completely off the rails. She is going through a complete mental breakdown, and she's not herself. Her own sister Lexi kicks Cassie out of her car while they're driving to a party. That's how she ends up in the car with Nate Jacobs. And I completely agree. If it wasn't Nate, it would have been anybody, and it could have been anybody. And that's not me judging Cassie or trying to slut shame or say anything. I hope everybody knows. Another way that she seeks that male validation is her 4 a.m. routine. Here you see she looks really sad when nobody notices her, especially that one guy that she is dying for his attention and his affection. And then in the second clip, you see her get all happy because she thinks that Nate finally notices her and sees her, but it's really because she looks so much like Maddie. This whole situation isn't all black and white, and at first, because I struggle with seeing things, I was just like, this bitch. But then I did more of a deep dive and more of an analyzation about why she may be doing these things, and of course that's still not an excuse for her self-destructive behavior. Something else I'm about to say is, I really feel like Cassie fits some of the criteria for BPD, borderline personality disorder, and I really feel like she shows traits of BPD at least. And I really just hope that in season 3 we see Cassie learn to love herself, learn to be single. I remember Maddie, her best friend in season 1, asking her, Cassie, have you ever been single? And she was just like, no, maybe I should be single for a while in season 1. And then everything happened, and season 2 starts, and she hooks up with Nate. I really hope she realizes that she doesn't need a male to validate her. She validates her, and as long as she thinks she's valid, that's all that matters. And I just really hope she goes through kind of like a self-love, self-growth moment in season 3. She's young, and high schoolers are dumb. My takeaway is that I don't think she's completely the villain that everybody seems to be making her out to be. And again, I'm not excusing her actions. I had this kind of happen to me, but ex-boyfriend, he told my best friend that he was single and that we broke up, and that's why my best friend did what she did, and now she's back in my life and we were able to work things out. But I think that's also why it's so hard, because for me to kind of say whether or not she's fully a villain or she's fully the victim, because also I've been Maddie, But I think also in a bunch of other ways, I've also been Cassie. And no, I did never have hooked up with one of my friends' boyfriends or ex-boyfriends, /girlfriends /partners. But I have definitely done some of the things Cassie has done, and the way that she's lashing out is really relatable to me.
Anyway guys, I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure you guys leave a giant thumbs up, hit that subscribe button to join the hashtag Fighting Care Bears. We are a safe space for all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay positive, stay strong, you matter, and stay beautiful. And remember, you don't need somebody else to validate you. Alright, bye my Care Bears.